Hi, thanks for connecting in wherever you are in Australia or somewhere around the world. I trust you're keeping safe. Here in Australia at the moment, it's a funny time. We've got some parts of the country which are opening up and some parts of the country which are locking down and locking down again. And so it leaves you with a funny vibe if you're in that place which is opening up. The joy is tempered by caution of what's happening other places, and if you're in one of those places which is locking down, of course you're frustrated and devastated. So I trust wherever you are, you're keeping well. I want to talk today about a superpower. Superpowers are funny things. They're fascinating things. When you're a kid, you think about superpowers. I know when I was a kid, I wanted the superpower of being able to fly. Superman flew, and I used to read Superman comics. Or you want the superpower of being able to massive strength, super strength. You can lift and do things that no one else can do. As you get older and my age, I'd love the superpower of being able to eat what you want and lose weight at the same time. I'm not holding my breath. I don't think it's coming anytime soon, but you never know. That would be a good superpower. But in the leadership space, superpowers are fantastic. I think it's important to realise there are lots of them, and I want to talk about them in weeks and fortnights to come. So, for example, curiosity is a superpower. The willingness and the ability to keep asking questions and to keep growing and to keep learning. Reinvention's a superpower, to be able to understand that your leadership looks different in different phases and different seasons of your organisation or church. It looks different in those times. I've already written about unlearning as a superpower, letting go of those things that you've held on to dearly but you realise are not that helpful. So I want to talk more about some of those. But today I want to talk about momentum. Momentum is a superpower. It really is. Momentum is a superpower. Momentum is one of those things that's probably easier to observe when you see it than even define it. The Oxford Dictionary defines it this. Let me get it right for you. A force that is gained by movement or the ability to keep increasing or developing. That's the definitions you get. But if you're a sports freak, like I am, you understand momentum. You follow a team and your team has momentum when the ball seems to just bounce their way. Your team has momentum when the umpire's decisions that could go 50-50 actually go your way. Or the shots for goal just come inside the post and score rather than outside the post. You understand momentum from that point of view. Try and think of a snowball at the top of the hill. It starts off just about that size, and as it rolls down the hill, it gains momentum and gains size. It gets bigger as it goes down the hill. It's a funny thing, momentum. It's strange. One of the weird things about it is if you have momentum, you actually look better than you are. And if you don't have momentum, you actually look worse than you are. And in the leadership space, when you can sometimes look worse than you really are, it just seems that every decision is hard. Every move you make is clunky. It seems like the conversations get more difficult. It seems like whatever you try just doesn't seem to come off. The things get harder. Criticism gets more prevalent when you're losing momentum. I wanted to talk about it because this time of COVID-19, there are many organisations and businesses and churches where momentum has stalled, where uncertainty has put a block or a brake on momentum. And we seem to be in this place of treading water in uncertainty. And I wanted to talk about how important it might be just to begin the steps to gain momentum, to keep that ball or to start that ball rolling. And I want to just give you a couple of thoughts about what might be helpful. First one is this, take small steps. Take small steps, put small things in place that will just start the movement. Don't think about massive successes or great victories because we still don't know what this time's going to look like in a few months' time, but take small steps. It could be just to establish a couple of new habits. It could be to make a couple of small infrastructure changes that you discern will help you down the track. It could be just to change a website or something on your website or make a couple of connections that you've been planning to make for a while. Just take a couple of small steps. Make them malleable, make them small. They need to be malleable so they can be changed and redirected as things change from week to week sometimes, but take some small steps. Celebrate small wins. Whether you've planned something and it came off, or whether just serendipitously, by surprise, there's a win that's happened, then just pause and celebrate and enjoy that small win. This past week I walked into my local coffee shop and the guy who owns the shop said to me, "Guess what?" I said, "What?" He said, "This week we're going to be able to use knives and forks and plates again. Come Saturday, that's going to be a new way of operating." And he's been using takeaway containers for 4 months. And, it doesn't seem all that momentous, but for him it's like he won the lottery, because he's able to celebrate that now again he's able to start getting more and more back to normal. Just celebrate small wins. It's amazing the difference that can make. Third thing I'd say is over-communicate. Make sure you connect with your team regularly. Communicate more than you think you need to. When you are sick of communicating something, then keep doing it, because that's when people start to get it. You're sick of it, but people start to get it. And in this time of when strategy may have been thwarted, the plans you made may be put on hold, then communication will build good culture, which in this time is gift to you. Good culture is gold. It's your friend, and that can help develop momentum when other things have been put on hold. So let me just share with you those thoughts. Just take some small steps. Celebrate small wins and over-communicate. And I trust that will be helpful. Do anything you can to build momentum, because momentum is a superpower. Do what you can to get that ball rolling, and just be encouraged to do so. Hey, momentum matters. It's a superpower for you in your own life. It's a superpower for an organisation, for a church, for a business. So momentum is a superpower, and do what you can to get it working. Hope this helps. Please feel free to feedback. I love your feedback. You can do that LinkedIn, Facebook. You can do it on my website, timhanna.com.au. Now on Instagram, I'm starting to use it. I was on it, been on it for a while, starting to use it now. I know, surprising to you, but I'm starting to use that platform as well. So until next fortnight, stay well, take care, and keep hope.